What is up, guys? Welcome back to Liam Vlogs. We are back at the project house. Today we're going to be doing some electrical work, so follow along and don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, so we got some goodies here. These are the light switches as well as the electrical outlets. These old homes, I mean, this home was built in the 80s. It has that ugly, tacky yellow faceplate with the yellow outlet, and it looks very, very old. Pretty ugly in my opinion. Not sure who thought it was a good idea to, set them up in that colorway, but we're gonna take care of that. Got these parts from Amazon. It was fairly inexpensive. I paid 50 bucks for a set of 10 outlets and faceplates and 10 light switches and faceplates as well. So these are it right here. These are in the bright white color. So this looks 100 times better than that ugly dull yellow. The installation is fairly simple, but I'll do a walkthrough. So, if you guys have some of these tacky 80s outlets, you can go ahead and change those. So for these replacements, we're gonna need some needle nose pliers, a voltage meter. We will be shutting down the power to the whole house because we're gonna be changing all of them, but you can never be too safe to test the wires to see if there's any power going through it. It's just a safety precaution. And a flathead.
To shut off the power going into your home, we need to find the breaker. Typically, it's a metal box behind your house. Since we're going to be doing the whole house, we're going to go ahead and shut off the main, which typically sits at the top of all your breakers.
All right, so we want to go ahead and use our flathead to remove the faceplate. So then the actual outlet is held by two flatheads. So we go ahead and remove those. So once we have the actual outlet out, we're gonna go ahead and use our tester just to be sure that there's no power running through these wires. It's just a safety precaution. We did shut off the main breaker, so technically there shouldn't be any power running into the whole house. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. So as you can see here, your black wires are the power wires. So, there's no power going to these. So pretty much how this works, there's small holes in the back. All you do is just grab the wire and pop it in. In order to take this off, we have to press into the hole and then pull the wire out. It has some sort of locking mechanism once it's in there. So we're gonna use our needle pliers to stick it in there and then take the wire out. You see that? So you stick it in and then you're able to pull the wire out as you're able to move the locking mechanism. So we put that to the side and do the same thing for all of them. There we go. And then we are gonna have the ground wire is always attached to a screw, so we just need to break that screw and take it. Typically when dealing with wires like these, it's always best to maneuver it with your needle pliers than having to do it by hand. You tend to get a little bit more leverage into setting these loose. So there you have it. This is our old grimy outlet. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing, but vice versa to install the new white ones. There we have it. Look how much better that looks. I mean, come on, guys. Black is always gonna go to gold, and then your neutral wire is always gonna go to the silver piece. So this one has the same mechanism where we just need to stick the wire into the locking mechanism and the wire will be secured. Again, black goes to the gold plate and your white neutral wire goes into the silver plate. You're gonna hear a slight click and that means the wire is locked in and it's not going anywhere. Let's do the same thing to our neutral wires, which is the white one. So there we have it. So there we go. Wires are installed. They're locked in. I always like to do a little tug just to make sure that, you know, they're not coming loose or anything. We're gonna take our ground wire and loop it into this green screw and secure it. So it's in. Typically I like to squeeze the ends together to sort of just loop it in more secure. And then I'll take my flathead and just lock that wire in. And that is it. Our new outlet is installed. We just need to push back these wires. Now we just screw the 2 bolts that hold this outlet in place. And there we have it, our outlet is secured. So now we just need to get a faceplate and finish up this installation. Let me just check out the comparison. Looks much nicer. This faceplate is just held by 1 screw in the center. So you just set it over the outlet. Stick the screw in there and use your flathead to just tighten it up. And there you have it, guys. It's easy as that. It's gonna give our room a whole new look, and we're not gonna have to be looking at these 40-euro outlets.